Yo, yo, yo. Bom dia, bom dia, as they say in Brazil. I'm trying some chimarrão, which is the Brazilian style of yerba mate, but in Brazil they call it erva mate. So I'm sipping some of this. I'll show you. I think the name of the brand is Badao. Is the Brazilian. I tried to make a little wall right here, and there it is, the yerba mate. But yeah, I'm excited. I've already tried this, so this isn't a first taste, but compared to the only other mate that I've tried is Canarias. This is much finer, which is the chimarrão style, and there's more technique involved because you don't want to clog the straw, the filtered straw, the bombilla. So I've been learning the technique, but overall I'm liking the taste of this. It's very different than the Canarias, less intense and less bitter, but it's pretty refreshing on a nice day like today. And this is pretty cool too. This gourd, which I believe in Brazil they call it a cuia. One of my friends here in New York that I play soccer with, he is from the south of Brazil, where erva mate is really popular, and he actually brought this back from Brazil for me, which is really cool. So shout out to him. So this was handcrafted in Brazil. That's tasting really good. But yeah, I kind of wanted to just make a quick video about why I started drinking yerba mate about 2 months ago, and now it's like all I really I'm really getting into it. Essentially, I've been researching it a lot, and yeah, as a former like coffee drinker, I thought it would be interesting. And I'll drink coffee every now and then. I'm not against coffee. I roast coffee for a living. So this is just essentially, it's a really nice change of pace for me. And yeah, when I'm at work, I'm tasting cupping coffees like all day long. And yeah, I'm really getting into the yerba mate, and I'm just shocked actually that it's not more well known in the US. And it's also shocking to me too that it hasn't really taken off here, because to me it's a really great coffee alternative, similar to how like matcha, for example, took off. In my eyes, it's only a matter of time before more and more people get onto the yerba mate wave. And yeah, so I just wanted to talk about the main factors from why I went from drinking coffee, whereas now I only really drink it at work when I'm roasting, and I've fallen in love with just the yerba mate outside of work. And yeah, the reasonings for why I'm really into it now. But first off, like the taste, I think is important to talk about. And it's similar to coffee, where it is definitely an acquired taste. Like usually, to me, I've drank so much coffee throughout the years that now I really enjoy black coffee, and I don't put any sugar or cream in it. But a lot of people, it's too bitter and off-putting, so they add cream, sugar, and a bunch of other nonsense. No, I'm kidding. But through time, your palate develops, and you can appreciate the nuances of flavor, and that's the whole specialty coffee industry is built on that basis. Like we, as humans, we actually have no natural preference for coffee. It's not like sugar or fat, where our ancestors were like craving it. So now when we have sugar and fatty foods, it fulfills that. It's more of an acquired taste because yeah, I think there's defense chemicals. That's what caffeine's actually for plants to fend off insects and whatnot. But through time, we can gain an appreciation for the flavor. So for me, like what I've noticed is about the first month or so, the mate, like I liked it, but over about a month or so now, like I'm really starting to appreciate, I think, the differences in the couple of mates that I've tried. And I'm really looking forward to the flavor too now. And I'm not adding any sugar, just having it. It's definitely a little bit bitter, but through time, I'm excited for like my palate to sort of develop and to start picking up on more of the nuances. And it's very similar like to how specialty coffee is currently promoted, but that's why I'm so shocked that Yerba Mate doesn't necessarily have that same. I mean, in the U.S. they simply don't have the same community and awareness that coffee has. So the flavor is definitely a little hurdle, I think, for some people to get over, but I'm really enjoying it now. And then on top of that, the caffeine. I feel like this is a really overused marketing thing that matcha promoted and whatnot, and some energy drinks do also. But that you don't get the crash that you get with coffee with Yerba Mate. And I actually like genuinely do think this is true. Like, to me, it is a much smoother, less jittery, less anxiety ride. If that makes sense. And yeah, like with coffee, I feel like to combat the crash, when I was drinking coffee, I was just going through cups, like drinking way too much, especially regarding that was, I drank a lot during my work, also tasting it constantly. Whereas with Yerba Mate, I can refill this using the same leaves. You just keep adding water, and it'll get me, I'll be good for the rest of the day. Just focused and like feeling good. And on top of that, I think something that coffee doesn't offer that I think is a really beautiful thing about Yerba Mate is it has theobromine, which is, I don't know all the science obviously, but it gives off, when you drink it, it gives off a sense of well-being and euphoria. Very subtle, so you're not gonna get like really addicted to the Yerba Mate, but the euphoria is definitely, I can feel it. Like, I just feel at peace when I drink it, and I love it. Yeah, like today the sun's out, I have my Yerba Mate, and yeah, like life is good situation. You don't need much. You just need some like warm but not boiling water, your gourd, and some leaves, and like you feel really, really good. And then on top of that, I think, yeah, like just with coffee for me in general, it's really, I was using it, and I think a lot of coffee culture in the US is built off this, like, it might taste like terrible, but you kind of just down it, get it in your system, and get to work and like grind. It's a very big part of corporate culture. You have coffee breaks, and it makes sense. Like what people say, before coffee was really mainstream in the US, like the Industrial Revolution may have never even happened, because it allowed people to work longer hours and stay up later into the night. So of course, like, this is not an anti-coffee channel at all, or like an anti-capitalism channel for that matter. But what I do like about the Yerba Mate is it's a slower ritual. Like, I'm not just chugging the coffee to get to work and grind. Of course, if you work on the computer, Yerba Mate is amazing. It'll get you focused, but it's a slower sort of process. Like, especially when you're drinking it out of the gourd and it's loose leaf, there's ways to prepare it. You just need to be more, it's more of a mindful drink to me. And on top of that too, of course, I haven't experienced it firsthand yet, but it is more of a social drink where, like, actually I have experienced it a little bit, because I've been bringing my gourd to public places or out with my friends. It's a lot of fun. Like, sharing them if they want to try it, sharing it with friends if they want to try it, or really anyone that doesn't know about this drink. So I like the ritual aspect, and like it's a bit slower, and I have a different mindset with Yerba Mate than I do with coffee. and it's a lot healthier in my opinion, and I really like that it's a communal drink. So, and that's actually how I first became aware of what Yerba Mate even was through playing soccer. It's big in growing up playing soccer. It's really big in the locker rooms, especially with the likes of Messi and other really big South American soccer players carrying their little Yerba Mate travel kits. A lot of young soccer players are now starting to drink it before games or at halftime. And that's how I first came into contact with it. One of my teammates while I was living in Portugal, he was from Brazil, and he always had his chimarrão, this Brazilian style of mate. And yeah, like, it was just cool. There was a few other Brazilians, and they kind of all passed it with each other, and it was a way for them to get ready for the game and also like share part of their home. Something that reminded them of home in Brazil, because we were in Portugal playing futebol, as they say in Brazil. But yeah, and again, that's why I've kind of taken this huge almost obsession with yerba mate, is because it really is so connected with football or soccer culture, and yeah, like, that was such a big part of my life up until pretty recently. Like I said earlier, I played in Portugal for a year. I played Division 1 here in the United States, and yeah, I've hung up my boots, but I really do love the fact that yerba mate is combined with soccer, and I kind of want to make this channel to like combine those two, or maybe I don't talk about futebol, but that's another reason why I've really taken a liking to the mate. But yeah, I think I don't really know what this channel would excuse me, turn into, but I definitely like the idea of trying yerba mates and trying the mates and maybe like giving them little reviews, seeing what I'm liking, what I'm not liking, because so far I've actually only tasted 3 mates, different brands and styles, and I've loved researching the different countries, and that's actually why I've taken such an obsession to this yerba mate in the past 2 months that I'm actually planning a trip this summer to visit the places where it's grown and where it's really culturally relevant and popular. So I'm hoping to visit Argentina and Buenos Aires, and then to Uruguay, where I've heard it's actually they have the biggest mate culture right now in Uruguay. And from there, going to the northern region in Argentina, where it's actually grown. So I'm hoping to visit some of the farms and just seeing, yeah, like how it's prepared, how it's dried, and yeah, hopefully speaking with some of the farmers. And then ending the trip, actually no, then from there going to Asuncion in Paraguay, where this ice drink is really they drink yerba mate on ice mainly there, and it's called tereré, mixing it with herbs, and I'm really excited to try that. And they drink it out of, it looks like they drink it out, or sounds like they drink it out of a bull's horn called a guampa. So I would love to go there, and then ending the trip in the south of Brazil, where my friend's from, and yeah, then there seeing the chimarrão culture, the erva mate, and yeah, I've never been to South America, but I'd really feeling like really like a calling to go, and this drink is a big reason why. So kind of excited to see where it takes me, but I'll do the best I can and to document the journey. if it happens. But definitely, like, I want to use this channel as a promotional tool for Yerba Mate, because right now in the US, if you ask somebody, or if you ask them if they know what Yerba Mate is, they either won't know what it is, or they'll immediately think of the yellow drink, the guyaki, those cans, which goes to show like how, like, props to them for really good marketing. This isn't a knock on guyaki, but to me, the more and more research I do, the gourd and the loose leaf and the slow culture of sharing the gourd with other people, that's what I think is really beautiful about it. And yeah, I want to bring awareness to the US and of this, like, amazing drink. It's in my eyes, it's a miracle drink. In every sense, it's a miracle drink. So I'm hoping to yeah, bring some awareness and see where it takes us. But appreciate you guys. Enjoy some mate. Saúde. Bom dia.